Greetings, everybody. So, I want to talk about cremation versus burial because I've seen some Christians saying they rather get cremated than buried. And I know they're trying to spike up the prices with burial. Cremations is easier, cheaper, but I wanted to say that we should strive to want to get buried rather than cremated. I know it's not always possible, things happen, but we should at least, put that in our mind that we rather get buried than cremated. As a Christian, I don't think that we should think about getting cremated because that represents getting thrown into the lake of fire, while getting buried is supposed to represent us sleeping and waiting until Christ wakes us up from the dead. And is cremation is mostly a pagan tradition. I know I was watching um a documentary. I think it was about the radiation that happened in somewhere in Asia, and they were saying how they didn't have working electricity, so they had to bury their loved ones, and there were so many bodies they just had to bury it. And then once they got their stuff working again, they took them out of their burials just to cremate them. And I'm like, that is so crazy. Why not just leave them, you know buried? Why go through all of that just to cremate them? And I think, that's kind of weird. It's mostly because, pagans, they're destined for the lake of fire. I'm not saying, Asians, I'm saying the culture. People that do not worship the Most High, they will end up in the lake of fire. And, which represents cremation. And us Christians, we will be woken up from our sleep. So it's best if we get buried. I know it might be difficult for somebody. Don't feel like I'm saying, oh, if somebody, got cremated, they're definitely going to the lake of fire. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying that as Christians, we shouldn't be thinking about getting cremated. We should strive to be buried. All right. Peace and love.